Nigeria-Algeria match has been played. Nigeria lost out 2 goals to 1. A lot of Nigerians felt very disappointed in the match. Others said they were not surprised because they expected the defeat. We went in the street to feel the pulse of Nigerians concerning the match between Algeria and Nigeria. Yeah, did you watch the Nigeria-Algeria match?
Of course, I watched it.
How did you see that match?
Unfortunately, we are very, very disappointed. That is not the result, the kind of result we expect yesterday.
Wow. Before the match, what were you expecting to be the outcome of that game?
We are expecting that we won the match. So, but the performance they put on yesterday is not, it's very, very awful.
Were you impressed by any particular Nigerian player?
No, not at all.
What you're saying is nobody gave you an outstanding performance yesterday.
No, none of them, none of them. The kind of game they played against South Africa yesterday, that was before they played this. That was the semi-final, the quarter-final. I mean, so but the kind of what we are expecting them yesterday, let me just say the attacking force is very, very dull. So they are not moving the ball the way we expect. Their midfield is very shamble. It's very open to everybody. So all of them, they don't give close marking to all those our opponent. So they allow those people to penetrate through us, and they give those people chance to beat us. So that is not what we expect from them.
The summary is that you are highly disappointed.
I'm very, very disappointed, honestly.
So what word do you have for the Super Eagles or the coach, Gennett Roy?
Okay, what the only advice I have for them is that, well, they can still do their best. They can still. What I want is that they still need more work to do among the players, the attacking force, especially the defensive aspect. So we need solid people, so that the defense will be very solid. It will be very concrete. So before you attack and break those defense, you have to. It's not going to be easy. So that is what we faced yesterday. That is the challenges we faced, our attacking force faced yesterday. We are unable to break into their defense. So even the penalty that was given to us, it was just by luck, because we did not even we did not even deserve it, because the performance is very, very dull. It's very awful.
Thank you very much. Yeah, have you been watching the AFCON?
Yeah, I've been following up with them quite well.
Okay. That means you watched the Nigeria-Algeria match.
Yeah, I watched it.
How did you view that match?
Well, the whole thing just went sideways for me. Because I remember the last match when we had with them South Africa, the impact there was very huge and massive. So yesterday they did not put out their best at all. So I was completely frustrated over it.
Were you particularly disappointed by any department on the pitch? Let's say the defense, the midfield, or the attack?
Defense and the midfield, the attacker, yeah. So like the coach, what he needs to do was like to work on them. Those players, the ones being benched, would have made some substitution, at least do a little kind of bit, arrangement to like bring in some players to substitute in the second half. But that didn't go too well the exact same way, the way I pictured the whole thing. Even a friend of mine asked me over on the phone, I predicted that match to be 3-1. That's the way I predicted it to end. So the whole thing just went sideways, like I said. So I wasn't expecting it.
All right. So what's your advice for Gennett Roy?
Yeah, what he needs to do right now is to go sit down, clear his setup, call the players, put them together and have a brief talk with them, a little conversation at least, to encourage them more on the next match we're going to have. So that things won't be the same way, the way it was last time.
What do you feel about the Super Eagles match yesterday with Algeria?
Well, I felt like the loss was expected from my side. Because considering the performance with South Africa, we won the match, but we did not play a good game. I feel like the Super Eagles, they do not have like a strategy to their game plan. Because if you watch their matches in series, you realize that there's no definite game plan. There's no definite game plan. They play their matches haphazardly, so like there's no coordination. They win over luck or over poor performance by their opponent team, not by their ability.
So you're saying Nigeria Super Eagles have not been consistent in their style of play?
Well, of recent, they've not been consistent. Even if you trace it back to the World Cup, You know, the matches you expect them to win, they lose. The matches you expect them to lose, they win. So it works by luck. You know, I feel like that is what happens in Nigeria right now in our football system.
All right. What's your advice for the Super Eagles and the coach, Gernot Roy?
I feel like their coach should pick a strategy. Even his selections, his substitutions, if you notice, they are not definite. You don't know who our first 11 is. I mean, you have an idea of 7 people that will play the match, but the remaining, it's like he randomly picks them. So I feel like he should pick a strategy, understand his players better, and then they can go for their win. I think that's very possible.
Perhaps the random selection could be a strategy.
Well, the random selection could be a strategy, but you have to know which player performs better than the other. You understand? You don't randomly pick because you want to use the elements of surprise against your opponent team. You pick by certainty. You don't pick by probability.
Fantastic. Welcome back. Those were some of the reactions from Nigeria, from Nigerians about the just concluded match between Algeria and Nigeria. Some Nigerians feel there should be a total rejig of the team. Others feel that the coach should be shown the way out. What do you feel? Leave your comments at the comment section below, and do not forget to subscribe to Crucial TV. See you soon.